So here is our finished jollof rice. This is love. This was good. Hey guys, good afternoon. How you doing? It's been a while. It's a really sunny day in June. So guys, today's gonna be a vlog video. In my comfort zone, trying to do some home activity. We're gonna be cooking some food today. So I want you to come with me. I'll do it. We're gonna be cooking jollof rice. Let me give you a hint. In Nigeria, jollof rice, and what else to follow? Come with me to the kitchen. So this is the kitchen, and this is what we're gonna be doing today. I am gonna be blending all this all together: onions, pepper, some tomatoes, and I'm gonna be washing some chicken to boil for seasoning, and that is a smoked turkey. And in here, okay, I'm gonna show you guys later. It's already is it like meat, like cow, whatever. So this is going to be a bit of before dinner, just having to water them out. And I'm going to put this in the fridge, give them a salad to eat with the jollof rice. And of course, plantain, aka dodo. And this, obviously, I'm going to put them in the fridge. And this is a fish. It's seasoned already. It's going to go straight in here to the oven while everything is going to be cooked. So on that note, I'm going to be putting this video on a time lapse for the rest of the cooking. To start cooking, I needed to bring out all the pot I'll be using for this video from the cupboard and set it aside, then put my pizza in the oven to start cooking while I'm begin to cook, and so it gets ready by the time I'm I want to eat or feeling hungry. So next, the stuff I was going to put in the fridge were just the fruits I use for my smoothie. And now I'm about to blend all these pepper tomatoes together, but I have to wear my glove, guys. As much as I want to wash my hands here and there, my hand is kind of sensitive. So this is my blender, so I give it a good old rinse first before, doing any other things inside. That's always been my MO. Wash it properly, and then the pot I'm going to be putting all the blended tomatoes and make sure it's washed and clean first, because you bring it out from the cupboard, it's full of probably cupboard dirt or even a wood or something like that. You want to make sure all your utensils you use in cooking are pre-washed before you actually use it. So yeah, this is a time lapse of me actually coating the tomatoes and the long pepper, but it's not really as spicy as the Scotch bonnet. So I give my tomatoes a bit of cut, like I think I cut in 4 or cut in half, put in the blender, like rinse it, put in the blender, blend it and pour in the pot. So you want to do this as much as your tomatoes is, you have a lot of tomatoes to blend. So right here, the meat earlier I show you guys is about cow stomach or something. So I'm about to boil it, and I did use onions and put it in 3 cups of water to boil it. So I think this is my last tomatoes pureed, like boiled stuff in the pot now. I know there's a bit of stuff in the sink that is a pepper that's going to be set aside. So here is the blended tomatoes. I'm going to put it on the up to start boiling. So this now I'm blending the remaining onions and the Scotch bonnet that is really spicy all together. The reason is just my sister wanted me to blend it separately. Personally, I would have just done it all together with the tomatoes. So I blend this, and I'm going to keep it outside. I think it's going to be used later still with the tomatoes. There you go, all together, and give it some water. You always want to make sure you blend any of your stuff with a little bit of water, because you don't want to blend your stuff dry. So while that is blending, you can hear the noise. I just left that in. I don't know why. I'm just going to wash the sink. I like to wash as I go. Since I'm going to be using that to wash the meat, so I'm just going to wash the sink now, just for any pepper or anything like that. That's just me, really. And then I change my gloves as well. I always change my gloves. So anyway, finished blended the pepper and onions in its aside. So yeah, I'm gonna wash this my pot. Like I said, any utensils or pot you use in cooking, make sure you rinse them. Even if you've washed them before, wash them as you're about to use it. So I have chicken in here and I'm about to wash it. If anybody tell you that you should not wash it, chicken, they are liar. They are in fact the devil themselves. Guys, any product, animal product or anything you eat, you always make sure you wash them. As much as said, okay, you're washing your chicken, the germs is gonna spread, blah blah blah. What you don't see not gonna kill you, innit? So I'm removing the excess what do you call that thing, feathers from the chicken wing. You can see if I didn't check it or wash it, I probably would have just cooked it like that, you know. I always like to wash my meat just because wherever it's coming from is not being washed properly and you don't know where your meat has been. And this is a smoked turkey. Again, I'm also giving a bit good of rinse or wash, not that proper wash but just rinse, because this is already smoked and it's a soft meat. And the process of washing this is just because you don't know where it's been. Sometimes it might be sandy and you feel a bit of sand when you're eating your food. That's why you always make sure you wash them before cooking and cook them before, you know, what's the word, killing all the germs or all the what have you, worms in it. So right here is the liver. It's also from animal, but I don't know what animal. It could be a cow, it could be a goat, who cares? But it's a liver. The whole purpose of this liver is just to give it a bit of the jollof fried dice, kind of meat feeling. I don't know, I'm gonna explain it, but you're gonna see at the end of the video. So yeah, I'm changing my gloves again. I think now I'll probably change it like 3 times, you know, and wash my hands. I'm still gonna wash my hands, but for right now, you know, do that. So wow, this is our pizza. It's ready, yummy, on time, and I'm just gonna cut it up and I'll see you soon. So right here I'm putting some foil on my tray, which is gonna go in the oven shortly. I'm about to line up all the marinated fish. Okay, this was marinated early in the day before we went out for shopping for this item, so I think it's about to, like, you know, put in the oven. I don't fry my fishes. I don't know why, because I don't like too much oil in my food. So rather I grill them oven, you know, it makes nice crispy taste. So there you go, just arrange it and line it up, put it in the oven like that. And there's no point in wasting oil on this. Try and reduce as much fat in your food as possible. Make sure everything is grilled. So right here, I'm turning the boiling tomatoes we did earlier on. The reason is, if it's sometimes if it's the pot you're using in boiling it, and if it's over boiling up to the top, you need to stir it so it doesn't over pour on your, you know, hob. And if it's still too much, you add a little bit of salt to reduce the boiling temperature, if that makes sense. So right here, I'm just going to be seasoning my chicken and my smoked turkey together. I think this one is chicken seasoning. This is a mixed spice. And next is, what's the one? Nutmeg, yeah. Um, just a bit grit nutmeg inside, just to give a bit of aroma and taste on it. You might not taste it really, but it's just to be there, actually. I don't really have a volume or a amount of spice or seasoning I put on it. I don't know why. Just my spirit just say it's enough, then I know it's enough. So yes, all-purpose seasonings, two type. That one was a bit of a red one. This is like a yellow all-purpose seasoning. So as you can see here, I'm kind of struggling to bring it out. That's why I'm kind of shaking it vigorously to make sure it comes out. But I'm not putting too much there. So next is my Holy Grail. This is the still kind of all-purpose, but this is a non-seasoning. I put this in all of my food, like cooking. This makes me don't put salt at all. As you can see, I'm adding all of this seasoning to this meat, but you never see me putting salt. That's me. All this decoated is salt, so I don't need to put salt again. So this is a cube, not cube. It's also a seasoning, but you know, it's different taste feeling. And I added 2 cups of water just to boil the meat up, and not more than 2, because when you use less water, the meat itself or the chicken brings its own water, and when you add too much water, it's gonna take away the seasoning and the taste from the meat, if you get what I mean. And as you can see, I did mix them together so it's all saturated around. So this is a time lapse of everything boiling at the same time. You got the chicken meat and you got the tomatoes boiling.
Meanwhile,
This pizza is yummy, guys. This is what I'm gonna eat till jollof rice is cooked. Okay. I know my tomato is still boiling. The meat is boiling. The chicken and the turkey is boiling. The liver is boiling because that's what's gonna put in the jollof rice. It's gonna be fantastic. And the fish is in the oven. I don't fry my fishes, so just grill it. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep on working on my video. About to upload today, hopefully Sunday, and you know, see if I'm gonna make another video or film a tutorial. Who knows?
1 hour later.
So right here, I've done my part, and my sister decided to take over the cooking, and the meat is finished boiling, and the tomatoes is still boiling, as you can see. For some reason, she began to fry all the chicken in that pot. If you look right over that corner, we have a deep fryer. I don't know why she was doing that. I really don't know. And she did burn herself in this video. So this is our finished product of the tomatoes actually being boiled, and why that is a hot pan of oil waiting to be fried up. Onions.
You the right make it a bit.
Yeah.
Same tomato. Yep, separately.
Maggi.
And some small fry. Nutmeg. Sorry.
Hi, NIKON.
No, these are those ones to boil the soup. Salt and stir again. You can see how thick and ready it is.
So the whole point of boiling the tomatoes is to remove the excess water on the tomatoes. You know, when you were blending it, we actually added some water, and you have to boil it to actually remove that water so it actually evaporates, and the excess of that residue of the tomatoes become the sauce which we use in doing the stew, and that which make it thicker. I don't know if you understand my terminology.
A little bit of water.
She then added chicken stock, which was the water from the chicken that we boiled earlier on, so it actually became a stock. And this just to give a bit of taste and, you know, different things to the stew. Okay, I don't know what I just said. So you're gonna let this boil for a while and taste it to see if it's up to your taste bud. If not, add some seasoning to your preference. Right now, she is professional. She knows what she's doing, so please don't overdo it. And she's adding more nutmeg. She loves nutmeg to remove more water, just in case it's too thick and you feel like, okay, you need it to loosen up. This after some time. So this is where we're about to put the rice in the pot, and the sauce was too excess, so she decided to remove some sauce to make it like half of the sauce and start pouring our rice. So we actually use basmati rice. We always eat basmati rice, and she did boil this rice earlier on. I did not show it just because, you know, I just feel like everybody knows to cook rice. So you want to make sure you parboil and wash your rice and cook your rice for like 10 minutes, not more than 10 minutes, depending on the rice you cook. But with basmati, you want to make sure it's pre-cooked, not overcooked. If not, your rice is gonna melt, because jollof rice and basmati, you have to be careful. Those two combination is like, you have to be professional. So right here, she's mixing the stew, which is the sauce, and the rice together to make sure everything is saturated and everything's covered up.
And you have to credit to the cook, my sister. No lies.
You watch the video. What will I say? I said my sister took over.
No, your sister cooked the food.
Now you cook the meat.
You only boil. That will not be person who cook food.
You only fry, exactly. You only fry. Now you do that slow. I'm joking.
And the fit top more ingredients after everything. The fit say okay. Ingredients not cash on, but by the time you put rice, the ingredients go taste go different.
Yeah.
You go come like say rice overpower this thing. So the fit top on with small ingredient or Maggi, depending on the person's choice.
After stirring all the rice and the sauce together, you can then add more ingredient and seasoning based on your preference. She did try this food to know if it's needed more seasoning, and if you think your rice is still a bit hard, you need to add more sauce of your stew instead of the water. That will make it still become more redder and also cook quickly. And you want to stir one last time before you put it back on the hob to cook for the final time. And make sure anything you want to put, this is the moment you put it in before you actually cover it up. So right here, we're covering up with a clean washed liner. This is to preserve steam and heat in the rice, and cover it up with its cover, and so it cooks quicker and leaves the rice softer and makes everything nice.
20 minutes later.
If you're a Nigerian and you understand pidgin English, my sister did say some key points to this cooking, and you can hear we've been arguing about who is cooking this food. This is fantastic.
You see, basmati rice.
But they put on that bit.
Na small dry compared to.
So now the stew can't dry the jollof rice.
Yeah, you know you to put water and they stew all that ingredient. As you do am from, as you come out for fire, you settle am. If you need to put any more ingredient that time, Maggi, anything where you feel say you need to add. Once you don't cover am, no more. You go done with what you take put on. So if the ingredient where you put bad, if you don't, if the outcome, it go dey bad. But the fact I say I fit get basmati like that.
So as you can see, earlier on we did cook some liver, and you saw a bit of prawn. So this is where you had your cooked and diced liver into your jollof rice, and you want to make sure you mix them all together until your liver disappear in your jollof rice or everything is embedded in your rice. This just gives a different level of eating jollof rice, different taste buds, because as you're eating a little piece of meat. So right here you can add your garnish, and there is a slice or chopped onions just to give a bit of aroma and a taste. And you can also add the sauce again from your stew to your rice if you think it's too dry, if you think you need more moist. Add your sauce to it. Don't put water also wherever, and stir more to saturate everything together. And this is the end of our cooking jollof rice with me, Adisha.
If you feel the rice strong, you want make it done more. If you put this stew, now will be your water.
I will not put water, I just put this.
Yeah, because I visit is strong small, so the stew now be my.
And how small stew you put?
Yep.
Get it into here so you won't put again.
No, don't finish with that.
Okay, remove your hand.
And then you can officially test it.
Later that same evening.
This is the finished result of Cook With Me, cooking how to cook Nigeria jollof rice, my style, our style. So, courtesy of my sister, the food is ready. Look how beautiful that is. Okay, for this I have to stand up. So here is our finished jollof rice. We have plantain. Ooh, this is chicken. This is a bit of cow something. This is egg, boiled egg. This is smoked turkey, and this is fish. And you got jollof rice at the bottom, mixed with liver, cooked liver. And spicy as well. Very spicy. So I'm gonna have my jollof rice with my salad that I made. I love to eat salad with salad cream. Even though it's just gonna be too plain for me, I need a bit of moist in my salad. I could have just done a mukbang video, but that'll be next time. So this video is probably too long now, and I'll make up on my face because I'm about to do a video. I don't know yet, but we will find out. So I have my salad. I normally have the salad in the same plate as my jollof rice. So I have my salad with my jollof rice. Yum. Cut the bit of egg. Eat it with some plantain. This is love. This was good. Thank you, sis.
Thank you for giving me the right credit.
That's it, guys. This is the end of the video. Cook with me, Nigeria style jollof rice. And until then, guys, I will see you on my next video. Take care of yourself. Peace out. And I'm gonna finish this jollof rice and have some water to it because it's spicy. This is fridge.
What if you excuse TikTok,